Hello, today I am going to introduce the Harrod model. In my last lecture, I said that Harrod model is a simple economic growth model. Why it is a simple economic growth model? Because there is no role of money market. So, what is the economic growth? You can find idea from my previous lecture, that is economic growth. So today we will explain, we will be explaining the Harrod growth model. Harrod growth model is a is a simple growth model, and there is two sectors. One is goods market, one is goods market, and another is and and another is one is goods market and another is production sector. And there are and for that reason it is a simple growth model, and there is no money market. There is no role of money market. At first, we have some idea over the features of the Harrod growth model. What are the features? The features are mentioned here. The first feature is it neglects the lag structure. Second feature, a constant desired capital output ratio. And third feature is savings are a constant proportion of real income in the economy. And fourth feature is that the labor force is growing at some exogenously determined constant exponential rate mu. So now we explain one by one what the what are the importance of these features. At first, there is a feature that is called it neglects the lag structure. It neglects the lag structure. Why it neglects the lag structure? Because it is a steady state equilibrium solution. In steady state equilibrium solution, there is no role of lag structures. Actually, lag, lag structure is important when the economy departs from the equilibrium path. And here it should be mentioned that what is the steady state equilibrium? Steady state equilibrium growth. Steady state equilibrium growth is a growth where the in which the economy grows at a steady state equilibrium rate, at a steady state exponential rate. The steady state equilibrium means the economy grows at a steady state exponential rate. So for that reason, the Harrod model neglects the lag structure. Understand? Now, the second feature is a constant desired capital output ratio. What is the capital output ratio? Capital output ratio means, suppose A is the capital and Y is the output, and Y is the output. This is the capital output ratio. Understand? Now, it is constant. It is constant. And when it is constant, actually Harrod assumes that the real rate of interest is constant. That is, real rate of interest is constant. And when it is possible, when the capital output capital labor ratio, when the capital labor ratio is constant, when the capital labor ratio is constant, that is the increase rate of increase of capital stock is the same with the rate of increase with the labor force. So only at that time the output will increase at the same rate, at a constant rate, and so the real rate of interest. So constant real rate of interest. So capital output ratio, a constant desired capital output ratio assumption is assumed here just because the real output is growing at a constant rate. Okay. Now there is another assumption, that is the savings are a constant proportion of real income in the economy. And here the here you can remember the permanent income hypothesis. What is the permanent income hypothesis? According to the permanent income hypothesis, the income depends income is a function of permanent income only. And income has two parts. One is the with the permanent income part and another transitory income part. So income in the permanent income hypothesis, income is a function of permanent income. So savings is a constant. Savings, savings, savings is constant, or savings are a constant proportion of real income. On the basis of the permanent income hypothesis, this assumption is assumed. Now, the fourth assumption is that the labor force is growing at some exogenously determined constant exponential rate. That is, labor force is increasing at a rate of mu. So these all are the features on the basis of the Harrod model will be explained. Now I am erasing all this point, otherwise I will not be able to ship this ship this slide. Okay. Now now the goods market equilibrium in the Harrod model. Goods market equilibrium in the Harrod model requires two assumptions also. Okay, two assumptions also. One is the desired savings are equal to the desired investment. Desired savings are equal to the desired investment. And another is the capital equipment in the economy is fully utilized. So at first I I am saying about the first assumption, that is the desired savings equal to the desired investment. Suppose desired investment is greater than the desired saving. What will happen? It is known to us that del y equal to 1 by 1 minus MPC 1 minus MPC multiplied by del I. That is, if investment increases, then output will increase by a multiplier time. So output output will be more, and desired saving, until there is no equalization between the desired saving and desired investment, the gap will be increasing. So desired saving and desired investment should be equal, and for that reason Harrod model assumes this assumption for the goods market equilibrium. Okay. Now the second assumption is that the capital equipment in the economy is fully utilized. Suppose the stock capital stock is not fully utilized, then the entrepreneurs will will do not have will not have incentive to invest more. And for this assumption is assumed. Okay, the capital equipment in the economy is fully utilized. Well, now I am erasing all these point markings. Okay, now given these two requirements for the goods market equilibrium that I have mentioned just, the equations specifying the goods market, the equations which specifies which specify the goods market equilibrium are the one are the sorry are the equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. So equation 1, what is equation 1? Equation 1, it means that investment is equal to the 7, and equation 2 represents savings is a permanent part of, of the permanent income, and S is the marginal propensity to save. This S is the marginal propensity to save, small s. And I, which is very important here, I is equal to mu and multiplied by the dy by dt. Mu is the capital output ratio. I have told you that capital output mu is the capital output ratio, and which is also constant. And dy by dt, the expected change dy by dt is the expected change in the real income, expected change in the real income. So so entrepreneur will invest up to the point where the desired capital stock is equal to the actual capital stock. Okay, the entrepreneurs will invest to make the desired capital stock is equal to the desired actual capital stock with the desired capital stock. Okay, so this is the investment function in the Harrod model. Okay, investment equation, the Harrod model, and here mu implies the capital growth is the capital I have mentioned. In equilibrium steady state growth, actual and expected rates of change in income are equal. Therefore, equation 3 omits the specifying that the rate of change in income is the expected rate of change. Okay, now I am also erasing or marking all these markings, and now next slide. Look, in this slide, the economics equilibrium growth path, which maintains equilibrium in the goods market, can be determined by simultaneous equation of simultaneous solutions of equation 1, 2, and 3. Okay, here one thing should be mentioned, that the labor force is there, and it is enough. Whatever the entrepreneurs will demand, the labor force will be there. So there is no scarcity of the labor force. It should be mentioned here. Now, these three equations which I have mentioned, and if I substitute I and S in our equation 1, that is, if we go to the previous slide, you can find that. If we go to the previous slide, here you can find that if I substitute the value of S and value of Y into equation I equal to S, then I get this. Then I get this equation 4. Here here mu equal to, here mu multiplied by the dy by dt is equal to, dividing by new y, we get new y, dividing by this by new y, we get from equation 4 that 1 by y dy by dt equal to s by nu. Okay, s by nu. And after rearranging, we find that 1 by y dy equal to s by nu dt. Now we'll integrate this equation, and after integrating both sides, we get this. And now in the next slide, now now in the next slide, look, this is the log y equal to s by nu t plus c. That is, after integrating and solving, we get this. So we get this following the integration formula. Now taking anti-log, because here log y, we have found the log y, but so we have to anti-log it. So taking anti-logarithm of both sides to the base e, we find that y equal to a exponential x by nu multiplied by the t. Okay. Now here a equal to e to the power c, where a equal to the e to the power c, and if we are given that y equal to I0, suppose we are given that y equal to I0, when it will happen? When time is t0. So when time is t0, putting the value of t equal to 0 and substituting this value into the equation, we get a equal to a. And putting the value of y0 in place of a, we get this y equal to y0 exponential s by nu multiplied by t. Okay, this will get. What is this? This is the rate of growth. This is the rate of growth, and this rate of growth maintains the equilibrium in the goods market. And to maintain the equilibrium in the goods market, the growth rate, the economy should grow at a exponential rate that should be equal to s by nu. That is which I have mentioned, that the economy should grow at a steady exponential rate s by nu. And here the S is the marginal propensity to save, and nu is the capital output ratio. Okay. Now this rate is called the warranted rate of growth. This rate is called the warranted rate of growth. Why it is warranted rate of growth? Here desired savings is equal to the desired investment. Warranted rate of growth is that rate of growth where the desired saving is equal to the desired investment to maintain the equilibrium in the goods market. So this is the warranted rate of growth. And warranted rate of growth is S by nu. Marginal propensity, the ratio between the marginal propensity to save and the capital output ratio. So here I have mentioned that the economy, this is the only rate of growth which will maintain goods market equilibrium and allow expectation to be completely fulfilled, and allowed expectation to be completely fulfilled. So in this analysis, the whole analysis of the Harrod model, we have concluded that concluded that the growth path of real income, which maintains the equilibrium in the goods market, requires the economy to grow at a steady exponential rate equal to the ratio of marginal propensity to save and the capital output ratio and the capital output ratio. So after, after so if we summarize in such a way that in the Harrod model there are some assumptions. One is there is it neglects the lag structure, and it neglects the lag structure. The capital output ratio is constant, and savings are a constant proportion of the real income, and labor grows at an exponential rate mu. These are the assumptions, and to maintain the equilibrium goods market, there are two assumptions. There are two assumptions also. One is the desired investment should be equal to the desired savings, and capital stocks should be fully utilized. These are the assumptions. On the basis, some calculations is there, and after making some conclusion steps, ultimately we find that the economy should grow at the exponential rate that requires a constant savings capital, a constant marginal propensity to save, and capital output ratio, ratio between the marginal propensity to save and capital output ratio to maintain the equilibriums in the goods market. And and here we found that the warranted rate of growth, and warranted rate of growth is nothing but the rate of growth where the desired investment is equal to the desired savings, which allows the desired savings to be equal to the desired investment, which while maintaining full capacity output at every point in time, while which which maintains the full capacity output at every point in time. So so this is the Harrod model, and this is a fundamental idea over the Harrod model. So so that's all for today, and thank you